The noise you're going to hear in the background is going to be the kids. It was a long weekend. Don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it was a long weekend. Okay. Went to the doctor today. I have quite a bit to talk about. I'm so happy I could cry, but I don't have good news. Like, not like, oh, I'm pregnant kind of news, but I'm so happy I could cry. The last 4 months, I've come home from the doctor's office, and I see my doctor probably 2 or 3 times a month, okay? I come home from the doctor's office, I crawl in bed, and I lay my head on my husband's chest, and I cry. I mean, I bawl my eyes out, and I tell him, I feel like a failure, I feel worthless, why can't I just give you a child? Why am I not good enough? What's wrong with me? Why do I have to have this disorder? I mean, I lose it. I really do. Sorry, my TV says the TV will shut down soon with the auto shutdown function. I didn't know it could do that, actually. So, this time I came home, and I walked in there, and I climbed in his lap, and I was like, do you want to know what's going on? And my husband works nights, so he sleeps during the day, but he got up for a little bit to take care of the kids while I was gone. So, I was like, do you want to know what's going on? And he was like, yeah, what's going on? What is it this time? Because, well, my doctor's appointment was very useful. I told the nurse that I had a positive pregnancy test, and then I had some negatives. That the positive, I'm pretty sure, was a false positive, but I'm 2 days late. The nurse argued with me and said I wasn't late. Being 2 days late isn't considered late. I ignored her because I know my history and I know what I've been through, and I kind of know the difference. So the doctor came in, and I was talking to the doctor, and I was telling her about how I never cycle past day 3. Never. It's not coming. If it's not here now, it's not coming, doctor. Which means we need to put a plan together, like now. Because if it's not here now, it's not coming. Trust me. I promise you, I'll call you on day 15 and I'll tell you, I'm sitting here and I still haven't had a period. And you'll tell me, okay. Okay. Now, with all that being said, I promise that when I take it, the Provera, I'll start my period on the 2nd, which is why I need to start it like ASAP. Like, I need to start it ASAP. I'm not joking. Because if I start it late in the month, I won't have a period until July 2nd, which will suck for me. So I was sitting here and I was talking to the doctor about everything, and I came home and I was telling my husband about all of it, and I told my husband that there are 3 reasons. Technically, there are 4 reasons why this could be happening. We had an ultrasound. My uterus lining was thick. The first reason would be endometriosis, which I don't have at all. I'm positive I don't have this. I could be wrong, but out of all the ultrasounds I've ever had and everything I've ever had done, then yeah, never. And when I was late in March, my lining wasn't thick either. Which brings us to the second reason. A late period could make your lining thick. I'm 2 days late by technical terms. Don't think that would make my lining very thick, to be honest with you. Third reason. I miscarried. I don't feel like I miscarried, to be honest. I know what a miscarriage feels like. I didn't bleed heavy enough to miscarry last month. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't. I know that I didn't miscarry. Fourth reason. I'm pregnant. So, with that being said, I'm either pregnant or it's because I'm late, only 2 days late, and somehow this is how it is. And my husband lifted his head up off the pillow and he looked at me and he goes, Brownie, stop. And he goes, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, what do you think? And I was like, damn dog. I was like, I really, really, really hope I'm pregnant. I really hope I'm pregnant this time. 1 second. Cage. That works. Ever since I've been home, she's been jumping up and down on me. And I've only been home for like the last 2 hours. And for 2 hours straight, she's been like, nah, 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 nah. And I'm like, Brownie, go on. Give me a few minutes to myself, dog. Even the kids haven't been up my ass the way she's been up my ass. So I told my husband that. And, you know, we'll see. So, a few things that we should talk about, or I should talk about. While I was sitting there, and this is how you know you're comfortable with your doctor. You can take your panties off, sit on the table with your skirt around you, and still feel comfortable enough to hold a conversation with your doctor.
I need to go potty.
Then go potty. I hate that school crap where you have to always ask to go to the bathroom, because then he comes home and he always asks to go to the bathroom, and it's driving me nuts. Then he taught my 3-year-old to do it. So yeah, you know, you're sitting there and you're holding a conversation and you feel comfortable enough to do this without certain things. To me, that was awesome. I loved that. So we're sitting there and we're talking, and she says that she read a new journal, or she had a new medical journal that she was reading last night, and that there is a new drug on the market for ovulation. This is not technically a new drug. Okay, it is called Dexamethasone. It is a steroid anti-inflammatory. She's trying to make sure that it's safe to take with the metformin. All of the research I've done, it's been safe to take with metformin and Clomid. So it sounds good. What's going to happen is if I'm not pregnant, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to start Provera. I'm going to move up to Clomid of 100 milligrams. And I'm going to take the Dexamethasone. I think I'm saying that correctly. Probably not. So I'm going to take all of that. My ovulation levels are 0.7. You're supposed to be between a 1 to a 3 for a strong ovulation. She said that most women who come in after 50 milligrams are only normally at 0.2 to 0.3 is what she's been seeing. So she was really surprised that I was at 0.7, and she really thinks that I can get there. And I'm like, I know I can get there. I just have to keep pushing for it. So that was something that we talked about, and I'm really excited. We did blood work, and I get that back tomorrow. She's going to call me tomorrow evening, and she'll tell me if I'm pregnant. And if not, then I'll have to schedule an appointment to come get my prescriptions. And, yeah. So mostly right now, the one thing I need to focus on is my eating. I really need to focus on my eating. My contact is moving. Oh. I had some Fanta Orange today already, and half a chocolate bar, and that's all I've had all day. There's no more chocolate in my house, though, thankfully, so yay, go me. I'm probably going to have peanut butter crackers later. I know that I need to focus on my eating, and I need to get it together, and I know that chocolate is against the, Atkins diet, but I think I'm still going to start the Atkins diet today again, at least for 2 weeks. And, you know, when I started it for 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, I lost, I'm doing math inside my, I lost 15 pounds and kept 10 of it off. No, 11 of it off. So, I mean, I've only gained 4 pounds back since then. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Atkins diet again. And even if I just lose another 15 and only keep 10 off, it's still better than gaining it all back. Friday is my husband's, we're going out to eat for Friday for his birthday. His birthday is Thursday. I think I'm going to make a cake, or I'm going to make cookies. I haven't decided. Thursday we're going to have drumsticks, ranch potatoes, corn on the cob, cinnamon rolls for breakfast, something yummy for lunch, and then Friday I'm going to take him out to eat with all his friends. I've called everybody, got everybody together. We're all going to go out to eat. So, I'm really happy about all that. I even made arrangements for the kids to go somewhere extra early. So, I know that Thursday and Friday will be heavy eating meals, but I know that I can control my eating as long as I'm careful. And I don't eat cake and cookies. I really don't. I eat chocolate. Not chocolate cake, not chocolate chip cookies, just Snickers and Hershey's. I know that sounds crazy, but seriously, that is exactly. Oh, or hot cocoa. I love some hot cocoa. I don't care how hot it is. I love hot cocoa. But yeah, Seriously, that's it. I'm not a cookie girl. I'm not a um, chocolate cake type person. I'm not really a cake person, to be honest. I like brownies, but not a lot. My sweet teeth as I call them, have been literally killing me, like every time I take a bite of anything. So, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. And anyway, I need to get back on the diet because even if I am pregnant, I want to lose weight this pregnancy. And I know that most people will tell you it's not safe to lose weight during pregnancy, but I'm a heavy girl. Okay. Like I like my face and all, but like you should see my legs. I don't have legs. Like my thighs are like literally like that big. I'm not joking. Seriously. My thighs are literally that big. I carry almost all my weight from like my shoulders all the way down into my stomach. Like, and then, I have a chest, but a lot of it is like just in my stomach. Like it's not even on my back, and my waist curves in like this. And then it's all just in the front like a baby weight, and it drives me nuts. So, I wanted to do the It Works wraps or the body wraps or whatever that is, but then I figured that I shouldn't do that because honestly, it's a waste of my money. And I'm not saying it's a waste of your money, but it's a waste of my money because I can just literally wrap myself in saran wrap and go like that. And I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know how many other people have this issue, but since we have PCOS, when you have PCOS, you're prone to cysts. My cysts grow. Or my cysts make me grow, which makes my stomach grow. So, like, all the wraps that I buy, like, if I bought all those wraps for $100, 3 wraps for $100 is one of the things I was looking into, it wouldn't be worth it for me. Because even though it's long-term effects, when I started growing again because of a cyst, I'd have to go out and spend another $100 to lose it. So to me, it's just easier to saran wrap. And now if you've had C-section, or if you've had C-sections, or if you're coming off of a C-section, wrap. I'm not joking. Wrap. Seriously, when I wrap, my stomach caves in. I learned this trick from a bunch of old ladies, and from a bunch of people my husband used to work with. They all told my husband, if your wife is having a C-section, you tell her when she's done to wrap her stomach. And I'm not playing. Like that, every inch, like that. And it helps with the contracting, it helps with the muscles, it helps with everything, especially right after having a baby. Oh my God, does it help. It feels amazing too. It really does. So that's just another little thing I want to throw out there. I guess I'll do an update tomorrow, saying whether or not if I'm pregnant. I need baby dust. Tons and tons of baby dust. Whew. If I'm not pregnant, it's not the end of the world, and I'm not going to cry because you know what? I have a plan, and I have actions, and I know I can do this, and you know what? I'm not going to stop doing this until I hit baby number 3. 3 is the limit. 3 and we're done. I'm going to get to baby number 3. I'm not going to get my tubes tied, and I'm not going to make my husband have a vasectomy. No. Just baby number 3. That's it. Let's just get there. Let's hit it. So it's just frustrating, all this waiting and everything, but I've kind of come to the terms that I'm like, all of this that I'm doing, all this crying and all this screaming and all this, I feel hopeless. It's not helping me at all. It's not. It's not making me feel better. It's not making me feel like I'm going to do something. It's just making it worse. It's just making me feel like I'm a loser. And I'm not a loser. I have 2 kids. And, my pregnancies were tough, or it was tough to get pregnant, but I did it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna bring a 3rd baby into this family. Because when I look at my 2 kids, I can tell that something's missing. I feel it. And I know that most people are like, well, you have kids. You shouldn't be like that. I feel it. I feel like there is something missing. My family is not complete. You can give me as many dogs as you want, and you can let me borrow as many kids as you want. But I promise you, my family is not complete until there is a 3rd baby here. I know it. I can feel it. My entire life I've wanted 3. And I'm not willing to settle. I'm just not. So here's to losing weight and to hoping I'm TTC. And here's to actually, being only just a few size shorts of my ovulation, but here's to knowing that I'm going to hit my ovulation goal next month. At least I can pray and hope I'm going to. So, I mean, seriously, I can do this. We can all do this. We can all do it. We can all get pregnant. It's stressful and it hurts, but we can do it. We can. And if we cry a ton along the way, at least we know that we have a reason to cry. I know it's stressful and I know it hurts, but I know that I will bawl my eyes out the day they tell me I'm pregnant. I know that. And I know that the day that I get to hold my daughter or my son, I will bawl my eyes out. And all of this that I'm going through,